This is BNN.
Bruin News Now is made possible by the generous support of C-Spire, St. Dominic's, Orange Theory Fitness, Bank Plus, the Compretta family, and these fine sponsors. This week on the show, St. Joe's Jimena Gallo feels right at home 5,000 miles away from her family. Bruin football travels to Simpson Academy for a second-round playoff game. Traveling south to Mendenhall to see the Bruins play tonight? Take a sweater. Temperatures should be in the 60s throughout the game. Weather, sports, and all the news are next. Bruin News Now for Friday, November 4th, 2022 begins right now. From the BNN headquarters on the campus of St. Joseph Catholic High School in Madison, this is Mississippi's High School News Leader, the award-winning, student-produced, weekly high school newscast, Bruin News Now.
Hello everybody, I'm Elizabeth Vanderloo.
And I'm Zanai Purvis. We've had a busy week here at the Joe, with preparations for youth legislature and the fall play next week, getting ready for the second round of football playoffs tonight, and a pro-life brunch this weekend.
As we race toward the midpoint of the second academic quarter, the pace will only quicken. We have Thanksgiving break in just 2 weeks, and then it's a mad race to the end of the first semester.
This fall and the past few months have been especially crazy for one St. Joe student. Jimena Gallo is attending school here this year, thousands of miles away from her family in Spain.
Jimena is living an adventure unimaginable to many, and in the process she is making lifelong memories. BNN's Stella McCarty caught up with Jimena recently and has more.
We live in a big world with 7.8 billion people in it, speaking 71,000 different languages, and can be from 195 different countries. With all these different people come new ideas, beliefs, and cultures. Travel can open your world to new experiences and adventure, but you can't truly experience a country's culture by only spending a few days there. One way that you can truly experience a country is moving there. This idea may seem crazy and scary experience to many students, but this is exactly what sophomore Jimena Gallo did when she left her home in Spain and came to America. I got the chance to sit down with Jimena and hear about her life in Spain, what America is like, and how and why she decided to make this change.
I'm from Spain, from La Rioja. It's a city like in the north of Spain. It's like very well known from the wine. I decided to come as an exchange student because my parents met a woman who organized these trips and that stuff. So they proposed it to me, and I have seen many TikToks of people who have already come here. I was so cool, so I decided to come here. Yeah, it was scary because living all my life, my family and my friends. But I think it's going to be a good experience. I'll learn English and that stuff. American school is different from Spanish school because in the Spanish school it was more memorizing tests and more big exams, and it's less practice, and you have less subjects to choose. The most different thing was the culture. The mind of the people here is very different from Spain. The school is different too because everything's more practical and you don't have too much homework and that stuff. So yeah, I like this more.
With our planet's unique geographical environment ranging from vast oceans, hot deserts, and rocky mountains, there is a world of things to encounter. By leaving your home and embarking on a new adventure, you are able to experience the diverse culture, environment, activities, and the people this world has to offer. You can grow and learn from the people you encounter, and it can make our big world feel a little smaller.
Exchange program is a really great experience and a way for students to immerse themselves in their host country's culture. It's a benefit not just for the students who do the traveling, but for also the students in the host school. They get to learn from that student, ask them questions, make new friends. St. Joe is currently hosting Jimena Gallo from Spain. We also have Carrington Fowler, who's spending the semester in France, and both girls seem to be doing a great job, learning a lot and having a lot of fun.
Being a foreign exchange student seems like a unique and fun opportunity. I'm Stella McCarty for BNN.
Thanks, Stella. Hopefully Jimena is enjoying St. Joe just as much as we are enjoying her. It's always great to welcome new people into our Bruin family. especially someone so far away from home.
And speaking of families, the Pro-Life Club is doing its part to help others. The club is hosting a baby shower brunch this Sunday. The fun starts at 11 a.m. in the Fine Arts Lobby, and admission is $5 each.
Those who bring diapers, wipes, and other baby items will be entered into a raffle to win prizes. All money raised will support the Catholic Charities Maternal Support Services. Everyone is welcome to come out and support.
Catholic Charities does a lot to help people all over Mississippi. This event is St. Joe's way of saying thanks to such an important organization.
We need to, put our beliefs into action, and we need to actually help the mothers and children who are in need. So the money is going to go towards Catholic Charities Maternal Support Services, and they provide material needs like diapers and clothes, but also educational needs like parenting classes and just psychological sources and things like that. So if you are pro-life or you want to do something to help the people who are here, then that is a great way to do that.
Next week, we have two very important events happening. The 2022 edition of Youth Legislature hits the ground first. A delegation of students from St. Joe will head to downtown Jackson on Thursday, November 10th for a 3-day Youth Legislature conference. There, students will participate in a mock state legislature where they propose and debate legislation and get a taste of what it's like to serve in government.
So this year we have a really big group going to Youth Leg, and we learn a lot from it. You get to learn the legislative process of getting bills passed, and I get to be the president pro tem this year, so I'll get to see how the bills get passed from a government official's point of view.
The following night, Friday, November 11th, 1 week from today, the curtain will rise on the 2022 fall play at the St. Joe Fine Arts Theater. Students have been learning lines, blocking scenes, building sets, and getting ready for opening night of the stage version of the hit movie A Christmas Story. Performances are 7 p.m. Friday and Saturday, as well as a 2 p.m. matinee on Sunday, November 13th. Admission is $12, with St. Joe students admitted free. Students from the Sister Thea Bowman, St. Richard, and St. Anthony Catholic schools are also admitted free if they wear their school shirts.
Tech Week is next week. We're doing so much. The set is coming together. It's looking so beautiful. I can't wait for everyone to come out and enjoy the play.
Bruin-thon's next fundraiser began Tuesday with No Shave November. Gentlemen who want to give their razor a break for a few weeks can participate by paying $15 for the month to Mrs. Catherine Blanchard. All money raised will go to Bruin-thon, which is a major fundraiser for the Madison Children's Hospital. And remember, gentlemen, this is only for November. When Thursday, December 1st comes around, you will need to quickly shave your face. Senior yearbook ads are on sale for the 2023 edition of the Shield Yearbook. Ads cost $300 for a full page, $200 for a half page, and $150 for a quarter page. You need to hurry though. Ad sales close at 5 p.m. Wednesday, November 30th. You can buy and design your senior ads online by visiting www.buytheyearbook.com. If you have any questions, please contact Mr. Terry Casarino, the yearbook advisor at tcasarino@stjoebruins.com.
Don't miss out on this opportunity to buy an ad for your senior. You can make it and design it the way you want it to look. Don't forget to submit it all by November 30th.
Coming up, Gia Picarella has the latest in Bruin sports, including a look at tonight's big football playoff game.
And Compretta with the weather has your weekend forecast. Don't go away, sports and weather are next.
I'm Gia Picarella, and this is the Bruin News Now Sports Report. Topping this week in sports is Bruin football. The Bruin football team had a nail-biting first-round playoff game against Lamar on Friday. The final score was 34-31, with the Bruins on top, thanks to a last-minute score that stunned the homestanding Lamar School crowd. Tonight, the football team travels south to Mendenhall, where they will face a rematch against Simpson Academy. Tonight's game comes more than a month after the Bruins fell to Simpson Academy 43-6 in the regular season game back in September. A win tonight will advance the Bruins to the third round game and even closer to the state championship. In Bruin basketball, both the boys and the girls had a strong start to their seasons. The Lady Bruins played Park Place on Tuesday and won 68-11. The boys also played Park Place, winning easily 73-22. On Thursday night, the girls and the boys teams played Richland at home and won. Their next game will be Tuesday, November 8th at Hartfield Academy. Be sure to come out and support.
All right, we're looking for a great season. We've been watching a lot of film and stuff. Coach Howe's been putting us to do a lot of work, and we're ready to ball.
I thought we started off the season pretty well with some good dubs. Just preparing for some big games in the future, and I think we start off, I think we're just setting the tone for the rest of the season. And I think we're going to be good defensively this year. And we got some starters that are old, and we have some young kids coming up and stepping up.
In Bruin boys soccer, the team continues to prepare for the start of their 2022-2023 season. The season opener is Thursday, November 10th at Brookhaven Academy. Stay tuned for next week for more in boys soccer. That's it for this week's Bruin News Now Sports Report. I'm Gia Picarella, and go Bruins!
Christmas came early this year. That's right, St. Joe's Theater Department is putting on a live production of A Christmas Story. You won't want to miss it. No money, no problem. Bruins get in free, as well as students from feeder schools. The productions are being held November 11th, 12th, and 13th. That's 3 productions. There's no way you can miss it. Come see all the hard work the crew and cast has been putting in on costumes and props. I triple dog dare you to come see the show.
Hello Bruins, it's your weatherman Trey with your forecast for tonight's second round football playoff game. My forecast is, of course, the Bruins will win, head to the third round of playoffs, then the championship. Let's go! But before we get there, there's a matter of the weather forecast. That's what you're here for, right? If you're heading south to Mendenhall to watch the Bruins, temperature should be in the high 60s at kickoff, falling by the end of the game to the low 60s. It's going to be pretty chilly, Bruins, so bring that jacket. Maybe one that sports that Bruin logo. Over the weekend, you expect extra cold, and I'm sorry to say, you're going to have some rain. Come on, y'all, give me a break. I gave you several weekends of sunny weather. This is just for Saturday. On Saturday, you can expect a high in the 70s and lows in the 50s. On Sunday, you can expect highs in the 70s, lows in the 60s, and just a little teeny tiny bit of rain. Well, that's it for your Bruin News Now forecast. And remember, Bruins, I'm Capretta with the weather.
Thanks, Gia and Trey. The weather this week has been pretty chilly, and I'm definitely getting the Christmas feeling already, even though we haven't quite reached Thanksgiving.
I know what you mean. It's hard to believe that Thanksgiving is just a couple of weeks away. Time is flying by fast. It's great to have a minute to catch your breath and think about life quietly.
Last week, we had a few minutes to do something similar. The St. Joe community came together in the school gym for the first ever Living Rosary, a solemn event and moving tribute to Mary.
BNN's Kel Hamilton was there.
On Friday, the St. Joe community came together in the gym for the first Living Rosary. Middle school theology teachers Miss White and Miss Frazier coordinated the event. After middle school students made a rosary, each decade was represented by 10 students from each grade, with each decade wearing a different color t-shirt. After each Hail Mary, the students took a step forward, thus making the rosary come to life.
And the rosary is one where you can meditate and literally just think to yourself all the things that you might be going through or something like that, but it also brings you closer to God.
The rosary is one of the many forms of prayer in the Catholic Church. We have weekly Mass, reconciliation during Lent and Advent, and adoration on the first Friday of each month. The Capitol is also open for students at all times.
My thoughts on the rosary is that it is very important for us to do it, especially since I'm a non-denominational Christian. So it's actually helping me deciding to be a Catholic. So I really think this is an important role, and I hope to see this further in the future.
For those who are new to the rosary, According to the Catholic tradition, the Rosary was instituted by the Blessed Virgin Mary herself. In the 13th century, she is said to have appeared to Saint Dominic, giving him a rosary, and asked that Christians pray the Hail Mary, Our Father, and Glory Be prayers instead of psalms.
The Rosary is Jesus' life, but it's said through the eyes of Mary. So it's a story, and as you do it, you have it's very special necklace in your hands, and it begins with holding your hand on the crucifix, and then you travel through the rosary by placing your fingers on each bead, and each bead represents a special prayer and then the story of the decade. And when it comes to the rosary, you have 4 different mysteries, and depending on what day you say the rosary will determine which mystery that you will pray to.
Students and teachers, let's keep this going for the foreseeable future. I'm Kel Hamilton for BNN.
Thanks, Kel. One more thing before we go. Earlier, we told you about senior ads for the 2023 yearbook. Now anyone, students, faculty, staff, and family, can contribute St. Joe-related photos for possible publication in the yearbook. All you have to do is create a free account at www.buytheyearbook.com. Then you can upload your photos online for the Shield staff to consider. Remember to upload high-resolution photos.
That's it for this week's edition of Bruin News Now. Be sure to check out our sister website, The Bear Facts, online at www.thebearfacts.net for all the latest in Bruin news.
Then remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you will find an archive of all BNN episodes. I'm Zanaya Purvis.
And I'm Elizabeth Vanderloo. From all of us here at BNN, have a great weekend. So long, everybody.